Okay, today we're going to look at the pen curvature tool. This is reasonably new to Adobe Illustrator. It was introduced in 2017 and now has been introduced to Photoshop. So this tool is designed as an easy replacement to the pen tool. So what we're going to do today is we're going to create a new Illustrator file. So go to Create New. Then we're just going to select the common template, so Create. Okay, and then what we're going to do today is we're going to drag a stencil template on. So please download this from the link. So we've got cat stencil. So we just drag that onto our Adobe Illustrator interface or canvas. We then make sure that we have the options selected. So we just grab the handles of the cat, just make that a bit bigger. And then what we're going to do is zoom in on the cat's tail. So we'll just change the percentage in the bottom left-hand corner to say 75%. And what we're going to do today is we're going to use the tool below the pen tool, called the Curvature Tool, to easily trace the stencil without having to use the pen tool. So we'll select the Curvature Tool. Now, you want to make sure the fill's turned off, otherwise it's going to overwrite the cat. So to do this, you select the fill, change it to no fill, and then I'm going to select my stroke to be red, and we'll make it 2 points so it's a little bit easier to see in the video. Now, before we draw this cat, the Curvature Tool is really good for freehand drawing. So you just left click, and then what it does is you can just, as you can see here, draw some really nice freehand drawings. And yeah, so I would use it if you were doing freehand or doing something more artistic. So what we're going to do today is we're going to force it to draw in a straight line, and then afterwards we can fix up the curves. So we might just zoom in a little bit more. So for your video, you can see. That's better. Just adjust it so you can see it. So I want to draw around the cat's tail. Let's start at the base of the cat. So you left click, and then what you do this time is you hold the Alt key, and then you select your next control point. Now it doesn't matter, as long as you've got a couple of control points along the way, it doesn't have to follow the tail perfectly. I'd suggest you try to stick to the edges of the stencil, and then we're going to keep following it down around like so, and then we're finished. Okay, so once you're finished here, you can go to select in the menu and then deselect. Okay, and then what we can do is we're going to go along the path, and you can see where my control points are, and all you have to do is drag, as you can see along the line here. So you might have to zoom in just a little bit more. Let's go 150%. Okay, and all you need to do is you can just drag your control points along like so, and then you can anywhere you want, and it would let go. And it's a really good way of adjusting a shape afterwards. So we'll keep going around. You can drag also up and down on the control point too if you want to make a bit of a steeper curve. So here we might just drag it up a bit here so we get a bit more of a round tail. You can see at the top here we have a problem with the tip of the tail, so we might just sort of try to fix up this point here, so you can see. So yeah, the Curvature pen tool is really great if you're struggling with the basic pen tool. I personally use this a lot when I don't have a stylus pen. The pen tool is only really useful when you have like a proper stylus where you can draw on a graphics tablet. And that's how you use the Curvature pen tool. I suggest what you do for the rest of the time is to practice your Curvature pen tool. Remember, you hold the Alt down, and all you do is you then just left click holding Alt down until you're finished. And then what you can do is you can go back at a later time and just adjust anywhere along the curvature, whether it's control point or the curve. And if we zoom out, you can see we have followed the stencil quite well. Thank you for watching this tutorial.